All right, so you know that feeling when you grab your phone first thing Monday morning, you're ready to like tackle those notifications,
Hmm.
and instead of the usual, like the buzz or whatever, you just see
Right.
SOS.
Right.
Yeah, not exactly how anyone wants to start their week, right? Huh?
Hmm.
So today we are diving deep into this whole Verizon outage thing
Yeah.
that basically left like millions of people right all across the US
Yeah. Millions.
just like frantically restarting their phones like what is happening?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So like what actually happened? Like
Right.
what turned like everyone's Monday morning into like a tech nightmare?
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically imagine like a wave of dropped calls,
Uh-huh.
stalled emails,
Yep.
and that feeling of just like being totally cut off.
Right. Right.
That's basically what hit Verizon customers this morning.
Yeah, and this wasn't like a little local thing like, oh, there's a cell tower out in my neighborhood or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
This was widespread
Yeah.
down detector. I don't know if you're familiar with that website, but
Yeah.
it's a site that, tracks all those outage reports, as they come in.
Right, in real time.
In real time. And they were showing over 70,000 reports by like mid-morning Eastern time.
That's wild. 70,000. I mean, is there any way to like conceptualize how many people that is?
I mean, think about it this way. That's like the entire population
Okay.
of, say, Wilmington, Delaware,
Wow.
suddenly without any phone service.
So like everyone there is just walking around.
Exactly.
Like what is going on?
Exactly, yeah.
Wow. That's wild. And it's not just about the numbers either, right?
Right.
Like behind every single one of those reports, there is a person, right?
Absolutely.
Whose day just got like way more complicated.
For sure.
We saw everything online. We saw people who couldn't call into work.
All right.
Businesses, all right, they couldn't process like credit cards or any transactions exactly.
Yep.
There were even like worries about potential delays
Absolutely.
in emergency services, which is kind of scary, right?
Yeah, that's a little unnerving.
Because it makes you realize just how much we depend on our phones.
Absolutely, yeah, like how central it is.
Yeah, like it's not just like, posting on social media or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like actual important things.
It's how we function.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we saw this one report, right, from a user in Ohio, right?
Right, right.
And he described it as basically like a certain digital cliff. He's
Yeah.
driving to work.
Huh?
Everything on his phone's working fine.
Right, totally normal.
And then bam, nothing.
Just gone.
No service.
No warning, no gradual decline.
Wow.
Just instant, digital silence.
Talk about a way to start your morning.
Yeah, right.
Jeez. And his experience, I think, really shows just how sudden this outage was for people. Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It wasn't like it's slowly getting worse.
Right.
It was like instant.
Immediate.
So, we have all these people that are suddenly in the dark, right?
Yeah.
Millions of people. What does Verizon have to say about all of this?
Well, they did acknowledge the issue, which is at least something, right?
Okay, so they're not like pretending it's not happening.
Right. They're not denying it. But their statement is very carefully worded, I would say.
Okay.
They said their engineers are engaged
Okay.
and working quickly to try to fix the issue. So,
Engaged, working quickly. But what does that actually tell us?
well, not a whole lot, to be honest.
Okay.
You notice what's missing?
What's missing?
They didn't identify a root cause. And maybe even more importantly, there's no timeline for a fix.
So basically, we know it's broken, we're looking at it, and who knows when it'll be fixed.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay, so no answers yet.
Not really, no.
But this isn't just, people not being able to like post their breakfast on Instagram or whatever.
Exactly.
This is a much bigger deal, right?
Yeah, this isn't just an inconvenience, right? This outage highlights a much bigger problem,
Which is,
our reliance, our increasing reliance, I should say, on technology
okay.
and all the vulnerabilities that come with that.
So what happens when the technology just stops working?
Exactly. That's the question, right? What's your backup plan?
Yeah, because most people don't have a backup plan.
Most people don't, and it's something to think about.
Right. Like, what would you even do if you couldn't use your phone at all?
Right, and it's not just about, getting in touch with your friends.
Yeah.
Think about it. What if you needed to call for help?
That's scary. And like we were saying, it's not just a personal thing.
Absolutely not.
Right. This affects everyone.
Think about businesses, right?
Right. Businesses.
Emergency services, really any system that depends on, instant communication.
Right. And we just assume it's always going to be there.
Exactly. And this outage really shows that it's not always a guarantee.
Yeah, that's a little unnerving when you think about it. So it's like, maybe we should all dig out those old landlines just in case.
Right. It's not a bad idea to have a backup.
Not a bad idea at all. So let's recap quickly, all right?
Okay.
We know that this outage was huge, right?
Huge, yeah.
Affected calls, data, basically across the entire U.S.
Coast to coast.
Verizon knows about it. They said they're working on it.
Working on it.
But who knows when it'll be back?
Exactly. And that's kind of the point, right?
Right.
We live in a world where we're dependent on just a few big telecom companies.
Yeah, and if they go down, we're all in trouble.
This outage, it's hopefully going to be short-lived, right?
Right.
But it should make us think,
Think about what?
Think about how much we rely on these systems and how important it is to have backups.
That's a good point.
Both individually and as a society, It's something to keep in mind.
For sure.
Next time you reach for your phone and, maybe take a little less for granted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
That's good advice.
Right.
All right, thanks for, breaking it down for us.
Anytime, anytime.
And thanks to everyone listening out there. We'll keep you updated as we learn more about this whole thing.